Okay, this is the third and final video in my series on features for the football media player here in mid-November of 2018. As I mentioned in earlier videos, there have been a lot of changes this year, this season in the media player, and seemed like a good time to kind of update. So for this one, we're going to go to week 6 and take a look at the Miami Florida State game. And as usual, we'll turn the sound down when we get there to the game.
Boise State's getting underway against San Diego State.
So this game is sort of the poster child for why it's a good idea to have an alternative to just watching these raw videos. This is atypical. I will say that, but when you start this game, it's sort of like you're expecting Florida State and Miami, and here we are. We're looking at San Diego and Boise State. It's like, what the heck is going on? That and why is the field blue? But this is an example of a recording that began when the prior game hadn't finished yet, and then this ended up on YouTube without the usual editing. So this game video is over 4 hours long, and trying to watch this without some sort of controls over what you're watching and how you're watching it, it can be pretty painful because all the commercials are in here, full halftime is in here. It's a whole lot of video for the 40 minutes of football that's contained within it. So I don't know. This is just my opinion. I'd much rather watch it with an app that allows me to control when I'm watching it instead of watching the whole darn thing. So we'll just jump to the opening kickoff. There we go. This is the beginning of the game that we expected to see, and we'll step into this a couple of plays. We've already covered a lot of what you're seeing here in the prior videos. If you're a little lost, go back and look at those prior videos, and they'll kind of cover the basic functionality of what we're looking at. But in this video, what I want to do is I want to go and look at some of the more advanced options. We have filters here that you can apply to the game. There are two that are pretty simple here. It's the filter team. You can filter so that you're watching just plays from the home team or just plays from the away team. And when I say plays, I mean offensive plays. So with that filter active, we would only see Florida State. So once that filter is active, you can run through this however you want to, but all you'll ever see is Florida State on offense. So and there's something to note here. Actually, let's take a look at that. Where's my cursor? When we have the filters active, you see that it gives you the total number of plays that match that filter. Just so you know what you're looking at. And so when we filter by team, obviously we're going to have kind of an even distribution of plays usually. So about half the plays in the game will be played out by each team. But let's go ahead and change that to both, and then when we close that submenu, we see that we're at 189 plays. So okay, let's take another shot at filters here, and we can see just the passing plays, just the running plays, just the special teams plays, and then no play is like if the game is stopped, or if the play is stopped before it begins, delayed game or illegal motion or something like that. So when you apply this, it's cumulative. So if, for example, you said that you wanted to see just the home team's plays, and you wanted to see just the passing plays, then you would see just the passing plays for the home team. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. But now, my favorite filter is, so let's see, here we go, we're going to our commercial. None of this has been removed from this game. So if we say that we want to filter by player, this I think is really cool. This is my favorite of all the filters is that you can pick out a player,
the massive 82-inch Samsung
an offensive player.
You can't look away.
On each team, and these are guys who actually participated in the offense. They actually have some plays that are assigned to them. So
the world is full
let's see. Let's just pick somebody out here.
Keep you in place. But the good news is that it's also full of things that remind you not to let them.
How about Brian Hightower? So we have 189 plays that match the active filter, and then when we turn on the Brian Hightower filter, oh, there's only one play. But here it is. Here's his one play. It was a good catch. So let's go to D. Wiggins. See what we have for him. It says that D. Wiggins has just one play. By the way, if you try to move back in the game and there are no more plays that match that filter, then it just won't go back any further. And if it runs through this play and there are no more plays that match the filter for this player, then the video will just pause. So anyway, this is a pretty cool thing, I think, to be able to isolate particular players and see their plays. So let's go back and we'll turn that off. So now we have nothing for active player filters. And while this is running, I'll describe before I show you another thing that I've added this year. I think that generally speaking, excuse me, generally speaking, there are key plays in the game, and what you consider to be a key play is kind of subjective. But I wanted this functionality because I have this idea that at some point in the future, this could be set up so that coaches could do their commentary as an overlay on this, so that they could flag a play as being a key play, and then they can either write their commentary for the play and have that appear on the screen, or they could do a voice overlay of their commentary on the video, or they could even do another video, like a video inset down here below the stats table with their commentary on that particular play. So anyway, that's there for future use. But the basic functionality is there, and I have it set up so that there's a key plays filter for every game that I've done this season that flags the scoring plays and the turnovers. So to invoke that, I'm just going to hit K on the keyboard, and it shows that there are 20 plays that match up with that filter for scoring plays and turnovers. So there's the score. Extra point is a score. So this one's going to be a turnover. Here comes another score. Now this may be a miss. Oh, this one's good. So as I mentioned earlier, when I count scores, I count missed field goals, missed extra points as scores also. So anyway, let's move to the next play out of the commercial, and just talk about the overview for the architecture of this thing. Kind of showed the functionality as it exists today, but because of the way that this is structured, I have database entries for every play in every game. So I have tags in the video, timing marks that relate this database information on each play to a specific spot in a specific video. So this really functions as a video archive for all the games that I've covered. So it's real simple to say that you know, for an entire season for a team, you know, you could go to every play for a particular player, for example, or you could say, I just want to see the passing plays for this particular player for the entire season, or just the running plays for this particular player for this season, or for a career. Even, you know, I've been doing this for 2 years, so there are some teams that I have every play that their key players have played over the course of 2 years that you can get to very quickly and very easily. But it isn't just players, you know. You could say that you want to see all the plays where a particular situation existed. So you want to see everything where it was third down and short yardage. You want to see every special teams play for a particular team. You want to see every passing play, every running play. You want to see every defensive play that your team made, every interception. I mean, you know, it's basically you choose the criteria that you want for the stuff that you want to see, and you can aggregate all that stuff across multiple teams, multiple seasons, multiple players. It's sort of a platform that gives you a way of tagging those particular plays and being able to pull those out at will. And this is not something that is going to appeal to the typical user, but you know, maybe so. You know, maybe somebody who's a fantasy football guy, or maybe somebody who's an analyst wants to be able to see this stuff. It's the ability to do it is there if you choose to. So I'll stop with that because this video has gotten kind of long, but that's the overview in 3 videos. Thanks for watching.